So what we will discuss today, we will discuss today disk partitions. So what is disk partitions? What is disk partitions? Guys, in the file system hierarchy, what is slash dev? The file system hierarchy, what is slash dev? Device? What is dev? Guys, please watch the Linux file system hierarchy every day at one time, at least 10 days. At least 10 days slash dev. I already told you, right? If you know the Linux file system hierarchy, it will be very easy. The Linux is very easy. So slash dev is nothing but a devices. So devices means all the hard disk hard disk information will be available mm, available under this directory under this directory slash dev. So while installing the OS, we gave 20 GB to install the OS, right? So that 20 GB is nothing but a hard disk. Okay. So where we can get this 20 GB from this hard disk, right? So that hard disk information will be available under this information. This 20 GB HDD information will be available under the slash dev directory. Okay, now you understood, right? Yeah, the hard disk information. So what are the hard disks, guys? SATA disk. What is, guys? SATA disk. For example, these are the SATA disks. Mm, Dell PowerEdge R710, for example. So what this is, guys? You see, guys, this is the hard disk. These all are the hard disk. Now you understood? So how many hard disks are there? 300 GB, 300 GB, 4 plus 4. 800 is hard disk. 8 hard disks are there in this server. Okay, for example, this here 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6 hard disks. Right? How many hard disks are there? 6 hard disks are this. Now you understood? This is the SATA hard disk. Now you understood? See, this is the SATA hard disk. What this is? This is the SATA hard disk. Guess what this is? SATA hard disk. This is SATA hard disk. This is SATA hard disk. This is SATA hard disk. Yeah, guys. These all are the how many hard disks are there in our server? For example, in our server, so we have 4 hard disks are there. What this is? This is physical HDD 1, physical HDD 2, physical HDD 3, physical HDD 4. So how many hard disks are there? 4 physical hard disks are there. Okay. This information will be available under which directory? Slash dev. Slash dev. The first hard disk name. What is the first hard disk name? So what these are? These are SATA disk. What is that? SAT SD. SD1. One is nothing but A. One is nothing but A. Slash dev SD. B is nothing but B. Very good. Slash dev SD C. Very good. Slash dev SD D. Very good. What is that? So what is the naming convention of the hard disk? Slash dev SDA slash dev SDB slash dev SDC slash dev SDD. For example, so in your OS you kept only 20 GB. 20 GB. The name of the hard disk is, what is the name of the hard disk? Yes, slash dev SDA. The hard disk name is SDA. What is the naming convention, guys? Slash dev SDA. Slash dev SDA. Okay. Actually, my virtual box, I uninstalled the virtual box. Meanwhile, I will install the virtual box, guys. Storage SATA 4. So SATA hard disk. Okay. This is the SATA hard disk 20 GB. So the name should be, this name should be slash dev SD. I'm removing this, delete all the files. I want to create a CentOS 7 hardware 2 GB, hard disk 20 GB, finish. Okay. Next, I want to give the network also settings, network, storage network. We need to add bridge adapter. Okay. You got the IP address, huh? In your laptop, you got the IP address, huh? Huh? Did you install the virtual box? Are you able to connect with the putty? Huh? No, no, no. After installing the OS, are you able to connect from the putty remote? Did you get the IP addresses? No, no. Did you verify it or not? You didn't check, huh? Okay. You can check it later. You can check. You already know, right? How to connect the. Uh, mm, okay. Yeah. So these are the three networks. Okay. So once we need to provide the, here you see optical drive is empty. We need to provide the optical drive. Why we need to provide to install the OS? I'm installing CentOS 7. Okay. Start. Which OS I'm installing? CentOS 7. Before which OS I installed? CentOS 9. There is no much difference between 9 and 7. The just updated. Some features are updated. So once we'll start the OS, we will continue the class. Okay. Just providing the information. I'm not getting this is mouse Lenovo, right? Yes. So here is this is the UI for the CentOS 7. So we need to provide so it's not by default it will be minimal. But in 9 we need to select it, right? By default it is minimal. Just here we need to select the hmm, automatic it's installed. Software selection is minimal. Okay. So network is not connected. You just connect it, connect it, connect it. Ethernets are connected. Okay. Done. Begin installations. Okay. So, but in the 9, we need to provide root access, root to username password here. But here, begin installation. So here it is asking Red Hat, Red Hat. Done, done. Okay. So here, how many packages? 304 packages. But in while installing the CentOS 9, right? How many packages we need? 341 packages we need to install. Those all are the security packages. There is no difference between 7 and 9. So it's a minimal packages are installed. So the difference is only 40 packages. Those are related to security. Okay. Yeah. So this is not coming from me. Conta. 1 second. So it will be very easy, guys. It will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes for installing the OS. Okay. Yeah. You installed a OS CentOS 7 on /dev SDA. So basically, so we bought the hard disk. Which hard disk? SATA disk from different companies. So this hard disk will be used on either Windows machine or a Linux machine or a Unix machine, Solaris or a Mac machine, right? So while creating the hard disk, they gave one type of file system. That file system is null file system. So initially what they will give? They will give null file system. The hard disk file system type is null. But Linux supported ext2, ext3, ext4 and XFS file systems. Okay, these hard disks are null, but Linux supported ext2, ext3, ext4, XFS. So Windows support NTFS. Windows support which format? NTFS format. So Solaris some other, Mac some other properties. So for example, if you created a hard disk for the Linux means EH22, EHT, EHT2, EHT3, EHT4 and XFS, that hard disk will will only use on Linux machines. So if this hard disk is created only for NTFS, it will use Windows, right? That's the reason while creating the physical hard disk, they created a file system type is null. Whatever the OS is used, they will convert into their file system. Their ext or NTFS or somebody like Solaris something, Ubuntu something. We need to convert it from the whatever they want. So they designed the hard disk with a null file system. It will use any one of the flavor of the OS. Now you understood? So Linux knows which file system? ext2, initially CentOS 2, CentOS 7, 3, 4, right? ext2, ext3, ext4. So 7 supports XFS. 6, 5 supports ext4. I will tell you why ext4, why XFS. Okay. So So if you put the pen drive, right, the pen drives. So pen drives maximum will send one data. For example, if your movie is 6 GB, but by default, how much GB you can send at a time or as a file? 4 GB. If you're trying to send the file, so if you're trying to send the movie, which is 6 GB, it will not it will not transfer because of it supports only up to 4 GB, right? So the same way here also. What is the difference between ext2, ext3, ext4 and XFS? The file system, the increase is the file system size. Okay, now you understood. So hard disk knows only null file system. Linux knows only ext2, ext3, ext4 or XFS. So we will convert from ext4 or XFS. Okay. For example, we are trying to convert from null to XFS. Yeah. How we can convert it? So we can convert by using MKFS. What is that? Mm. MKFS, make file system. MKFS means make file system. That file system is in the null format. We need to convert it to XFS. MKFS dot XFS. MKFS dot XFS. What is the hard disk? The hard disk is /dev SDA. So the mkfs.ext, ext2, ext3, ext4 are XFS. So the device, which hard disk want to convert. So the hard disk name is /dev SDA. For example, guys. So this hard disk, so we need to convert the partitions. So we need to convert the partitions from SDA to SDA1, SDA2, SDA3. For example, the hard disk contains 1 TB. The hard disk contains 1 TB. So we want to give 500 GB to app logs, 500 GB to DBA logs. So right. So we want to convert this. We want to convert it to 500 GB, 500 GB. That conversion is nothing but a partitions. Okay. Uh, separate sheet. So we want to convert it from. So the hard disk is 500 GB. I want to convert. So we are converting the partition in Windows. So how I converted? I have a the OS installation is done. Okay. I want to convert two partitions. For example, your Windows and my hard disk. So what is root? Red Hat init 0. Okay, right? So my hard disk is what, 1 TB. This is my hard disk. Hard disk contains how much GB? 1 TB. What is this? This format is which format, guys? Initially null format. So by default this is null format. Okay. Hard disk, if you buy the hard disk, the format will be null, right? But this hard disk size is 2 TB. So you are selecting a second hard disk. But first hard disk is SDA. The second hard disk is /dev SDB. So you kept 2 TB, right? I don't want to use this 2 TB for one one. I have a 2 app logs slash DBA logs. So we have a okay. So we have a directory. What these are? These all are directories. So this is the hard disk, right? So I want a 1 TB space to app logs and 1 TB 1 TB steps to DBA logs. So how much GB we have? A 2 TB. So this 2 TB, right? I created two partitions. I created two partitions. So one is, so this is SDA, right? I created a partitions like /dev SDA, SDB1. SDB1 purpose, I used 1 TB. /dev sdb2. Sorry, 2. So I created a two partitions. I created a two partitions. One partition for app logs, one partition for db logs. So final ga our storage will be attached to what these are? Our our space. Final గా ఏంటి? ఒక స్పేస్ దేనికి అటాచ్ అవుతుంది? స్టోరేజ్ దేనికి అటాచ్ అవుతుంది? డైరెక్టరీకి అటాచ్ అవుతుంది. So if you need a space, if you need a storage for this directory, we need to attach the disk. Now you understood? Attach the disk. So this is nothing but a mounting. What this is, guys? This is nothing but a mounting. So /dev sdb1 is attached to which directory, guys? App logs. /dev sdb2 is attached to which directory? dba logs. Yesterday నేను చెప్పాను కదా నేను ఎలా అటాచ్ చేస్తారు. So this is understood. This is attached to so how much GB this have? This have 1 TB. This have so this space now app logs having how much GB? App logs having 1 TB because of you attached what is this? You attached this storage to these directories. This is nothing but a attached. You attached the storage to directory is nothing but a mount point. Is nothing but mounting. Now you understood? Very easy. Nothing to worry about it, guys. Nothing to worry about it. It's a very easy PG. Now you understood? Attaching the so this is the hard disk, right? So how you can convert? So before attaching, right? So how you can attach? You can attach by using mount command. So mount /dev sdba 1 to /app logs. Okay, you are attaching to so this. Okay, mount /dev sdb to dba logs. Actually ఇక్కడ మనము so if we are so this is the which format but Linux knows which format. So before mounting we need to convert it to null to exe. So mk fs dot ext4 ext4 or xfs to /dev sdb1. Okay, mkfs dot xfs /dev sdb2 before mounting. So you created the partitions /dev sdb1 /dev sd2, but these partitions are in the null format only. You created the partitions but not converted. Okay, so once you created the కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం, కన్వర్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత మౌంట్ చేస్తాం. నౌ యు అండర్స్టూడ్? సో ఇట్స్ అ వెరీ ఈజీ. సో వెరీ ఈజీ కాన్సెప్ట్. సో you know how to convert the storage. You know how to mount the storage, mount to the directories. But do you know how to convert the partitions? You converted a partition sdb1, sdb2. So sdb1, sdb2. So how do you know the disk information? df hyphen df. Df is nothing but a disk free. What is that, guys? df is nothing but a disk free. Du is nothing but a What is this? Disk usage. Disk usage. Okay. So how do you know? Did you check the IP address? Okay. You got the only one IP address, that is 10.2 dot something like the ENPS 8 to 9. The IP address are not added. I want to add it. How you can add it? /etc sysconfig network hyphen scripts. What is this? ifcfg enps 08. This is a file. You are opening with the VI. VI is nothing but a, we can create the file, modify the file, and I will tell you. Hmm. Hmm. So now I am modifying the file. Which one you are asking? /etc sysconfig on network hyphen script ifcfg enps 08. Which command this is? This is a absolute path or relative path? Very good. It's a absolute path. The file is located under the network hyphen script directory, but we are opening wherever I am through the absolute path. Okay, this is boot priority is DHCP. Okay, you will get the automatically. And on boot equal to yes. When we will get the IP address? While restarting the while starting the OS. On boot equal to F S, it will get the IP address. Okay. So next 9. Okay. So 9 also same. How you can edit the file? So now you are in the which mode? Yes. We want to switch from command mode to I want to edit the file. Yes. If you want to go to the insert mode, press I. You see in the below insert is coming. I want to modify it. Now I can edit, modify the file. So I'm removing no. I'm keeping as a S. Then again, I am in the so insert mode to I'm going to command mode because most directly we cannot go to from insert to execution mode. Okay, now I am in the again command mode. I want to go to from command mode to insert mode. Shift colon. Escape. I already so you see. So I'm in the which mode? You see here. I am in the insert mode. I'm I'm pressing a escape command. It will go from insert mode to command mode. You see. I'm pressing the command mode. Now I am in the command mode. I want to save this file. Again, I want to go from command mode to I want to save the file execution mode. So how you can go it shift colon. Now you are in the execution mode. You want to save and quit exclamatory. Write quit forcefully. Exclamatory is nothing but a forcefully. Yes. Okay. Now I want to reboot my mission. In it 6. It will be very easy if you practice. If you practice, very easy. Linux is very easy. Linux is very easy. Kiran. Now I will get the IP addresses because of before it is on boot equal to no. That's the reason I am not getting the IP addresses. Now I changed the file from on boot to no to yes. Yes. So, it will assign the IP addresses while booting the while starting the server, Linux server. Let's check if the IP address are assigned or not. So how many adapters we added? Three adapters. Adapter 1, adapter 2, adapter 3. NAT, bridge, host only. So three adapters. We need to get the three IP addresses. And ENPS03 is nothing but a first adapter, NAT adapter. ENPS8 is nothing but a bridge adapter. ENPS9 is nothing but a host only adapter. Okay. IPA. IPA means Internet Protocol. A means address. We will get the IP address. Before I'm not getting the address for ENPS09 and ENPS03. Now I got the IP address. What is that? 192.168.56.115. So I want to connect this through putty. Okay. What is the IP address, guys? 192.168.168.168.56.101. Good catch. Okay. Yeah, we'll change it. So how you can I change the font size? In the white bar, right? Right click, change settings, appearance, change, bold, 18. Root, Red Hat. Okay. So how you can check the disk information? First. So where the hard disk information will be available? In which directory? /cd dev directory. Yeah. What is the name of the hard disk? SATA disk. First hard disk kabatti. SATA disk. SDA. SD. Very good. SDA create into convert into two partitions. One is SD1, SD2. Now you understood? If another hard disk is added, so which name first, for example? So init 0. Okay. So init 0 means I'm rebooting the mission. Okay. Oracle virtual box. So storage. Go to the settings. Storage. Now how many hard disk you added? I want to add another disk. Add optical. Sorry. Here, this is the, you see, add hard disk. Okay. Create a hard disk. 20 GB. Okay. Finish. So this one. 1 second, guys. ఎప్పటి నుంచి నేను చేయలేదు. Kiran, are you able to see? Okay, guys, we'll show you tomorrow.